Perceptions, like now the curiosity, right, which I mentioned, whether male or female, you get. The only difference is that you cannot see. So that you are blind doesn't mean you cannot perform well. It all depends on your body, how your knowledge about sex, how you have been able to develop your sexual capacity, and everything in between. So it's not about being because it's blind will he perform well. That you guys will be shocked that that's what some people think. Some people think that he's blind, will he be able to perform well? We are the sighted blind couple. Welcome to our show once again. It's nice to have you here. Today we are going to be discussing about sex and blindness.
Yeah.
In a matured way, don't worry. So basically, we are going to be answering some people's curiosity. How is he doing it while he's blind? How is he blah, blah, blah? That's what we are going to be discussing today. If you have not liked this video, please like the video. When you like this video, you support us. It's a way that Facebook and YouTube is going to push it to other people to see this video. And also subscribe. Join our community. If you're into relationship and things like this, why not subscribe and turn on the bell?
And for our returning subscribers, we are grateful.
Yes.
Thank you for always stopping by. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for liking, and do not forget, keep sharing our videos.
Oh, yes.
Keep watching.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So let's get into the video. So the first one I'm going to talk about is sensory compensation. And what this is that as a blind person, I am more sensitive to smell. I see my wife through my smell, my ear, my touch, feel, when I touch her and everything in between. I'm more sensitive that way. It's a different experience, quite all right. But it doesn't mean I can't enjoy sex as well. It doesn't mean I can't enjoy the experience. In fact, all those of you that like 50 Shades of Grey, this is when they blindfold themselves and how they spice up their sex life, in that movie. Maybe you understand what I'm talking about. I think you watched the part.
Yes, I
have. So for blindness, it's a different ball game. In fact, it's way more interesting. And for me that I've been sighted before, I'm able to imagine.
Imagination is one of the things that is helping you.
Yeah.
But it's different for people who have been blind from birth.
I think so. I cannot even speak for them. So if you are even a blind person who have been blind from birth, you have not seen anybody, you don't know
how a woman looks.
I'd like to get your comment about this. What's your, I don't even know if you have sex from your own discussion with fellow blind people. If you can give us, that feedback, I really appreciate. But for me, it's a different experience. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy sex that way, but it enhances the experience. I see sex in a different way that way. So that's for that. I hope I've been able to elaborate on that. All right. So we go to the next one.
So this next one I'm about to say does not really have to do with sighted blind couple alone. It has to do with all couples. Like communication, where you want your spouse to touch, what you want your spouse to do. Like I believe it's not only for sighted blind couple alone.
Exactly.
To me, yes, it has to do with all that. But as a sighted blind couple, communication is
very, very important.
Yes, because obviously my husband cannot see me, and then as the spouse, I might want my spouse to do something and he's not seeing me. I have to say it with my mouth. You get, so I have to tell my spouse that, this is what I want you to do. Oh, babe, this is what I want. Oh, babe, this is what I want. So that's the communication.
And even I also have to communicate as well.
Yeah, and also, he has to communicate. Yeah.
So that's a very important one. I like that. Thirdly, we are going to talk about myths and misconceptions, like now the curiosity, right, which I mentioned, whether male or female, you get. The only difference is that you cannot see. So that you are blind doesn't mean you cannot perform well. It all depends on your body, how your knowledge about sex, how you have been able to develop your sexual capacity, and everything in between. So it's not about being because it's blind will he perform well. That you guys will be shocked that that's what some people think. Some people think that he's blind, will he be able to perform well? See, you'll be shocked that is even blind.
Yeah, not
Some
even.
blind people
Yeah.
that even know how to perform very well, self.
Mm.
Because see, they are very sensitive. Especially for men, their hands, the way they touch is very sensitive. It's very, very sensitive. It's just like massage now. So, for example, someone that is blind and is doing massage, it's very different. You're working with your hands because when you're massaging muscles. Your hand is feeling the muscles. You're not focusing on your sight. So it's a different experience. So the woman can even enjoy, or even the man would even enjoy the experience more, than even a sighted person. So it's even a plus for us. It's a plus for me. So it's not. It doesn't mean that because it's blind or she's blind, they won't perform well on beds.
And I want to add to it that not only blind person, even some other disabled people like dwarf, albino, all these.
That reminds me of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, blind, like
dwarf man.
Yeah, so I know some people might be thinking, how does this person do it? Like, I think I know some couples, like three. Dwarf, the husband is dwarf and the wife are not.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
on social media. And
wow.
I know some people might be thinking like, how do these people do it? Like my husband said, because they are dwarf, because they are blind, does not mean that it will affect their sex life. No. Because even those that are not even blind, those that can see, those that are not even dwarf, some are even having issue with their sex life. So that should not be a major thing that people will be thinking. Maybe how do they do it? How do they do it?
Yes. It all depends on the knowledge, the sexual knowledge of the person you're with. And that's why I always tell people, discuss all these things before you get married. Talk about their knowledge of sex, how they think about sex, their orientation of sex, I think that's what matters. Lastly, I'm going to talk about sexual intimacy. Yes. So as a blind person, I have to try and find where she is. So sometimes I can literally hear when she's breathing. I can hear, when she's on the bed. Obviously, if the person is on this side, you have to be very sensitive of the area or your surrounding as a blind person. So even down to your sex life. So me, I know when she's beside me, I have to locate her. So if I want to hold her hand, I want to touch. I have to, I have to locate everything. Or if I want to kiss her, I have to hold her head. I have to try and locate her lips or touch her chin. Do you guys understand? It's a different experience. Baby, is it not even sweet that way? Because the person has to touch you.
Yeah, you literally have to touch.
To locate the person. That's for blindness, though. I don't know about other, disability spectrum, but I'm talking for blind people. It's very interesting. In fact, I would say it's adventurous. If you know what I mean. It's very adventurous. I don't want to go into the, nitty gritty because we just want to make mature because, kids can be watching this. But what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that I have to locate. I have to be very sensitive. I have to locate her, even sometimes by hearing her. So we are in the bed, sometimes we are talking and I want to put my hands on her, I want to spoon. I also have to be careful of not hitting her on the eyes. I have to be sensitive of where her eyes is her face. So I don't just stretch and just poke her eyes or something. I have to be very careful. So if you guys understand what I mean. So it's very interesting. I'll say it's adventurous. So if you have other questions, we are going to respond to you. Just use that comment section below. We have come to the end of the video. And if you have anything you want to suggest, use that comment section. And do subscribe if you have not. So
please do.
Subscribe and share. Share the video, share to someone. And someone can learn from this, all right? So that more people will get to see this. And on to the next one. Always remember,
let's be human together.